Welcome back to Disco, my friends. So we're going to continue with the kind of autopsy. No, it's not an autopsy, but the inspection of the body from where we left off. We kind of did everything that we could while it was on here. We looked at his tattoos. The uniform on his feet was very high grade. The tattoo has some symbolic meaning. And yeah, we looked at the rope, and we actually used our inland empire to kind of speak to him from beyond the grave. We proposed that the fellow might have experienced some sort of pleasure of this whole thing. I don't know what that implies, but inland empire is kind of a bit contrarian. He's always a bit far off reality, but I guess that's kind of the point. And the last thing we need to do is take him down, but because we've been doing a bunch of other stuff, we didn't have time. So that's what we're going to do now.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and white boots. His skin is marbled with decaying veins and blotched by lividity. On his chest, a fading web of tattoos. The cargo belt used to hang him from the tree looks reinforced.
Okay, so we can talk to him again, but I don't think that's going to yield anything else. We can talk to Kuno again, I guess. Should we do that first? Yeah, ask Kuno about the rest of the armor. Ask around about the tattoo's possible meaning. Yeah. Let's ask Kuno then. God damn it.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Yeah, let's try this.
It's not Kuno.
Nice.
It's Kuno S.
Interesting. How?
Kuno S is by far the worst of the two. Kuno has no problem being near you, but the other hides behind the fence, afraid for her life, like she's done something very bad.
Right, he doesn't give a toss because he's not done anything wrong. Right.
All in all, Kuno respects madness. You cannot hope to outdo her on that front. You must win yourself a few minutes with him alone.
Okay, try and separate them.
Fuck you whispering about?
He whispers back.
He's whispering too. He's going with it. But watch what happens.
Fuck you whispering about!
If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
Turns back to you and hunkers down.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up. Don't make Kuno look bad in this.
Don't make Kuno look bad. Kuno, listen to me. She's trying to control you. We've got to get you out of here. What's up with her? She's terrifying. Crazy scary. Phew. Glad she's out of our hair. She's fucked up. They're all a bit vague. Don't make Kuno look bad. Trying to control you? I don't think he's... So we know that he's just going to kind of like throw it, whatever we say in our face is generally how all the interactions have gone with him. You know, so if you say she's trying to control you, he's going to be like, no one controls Kuno, you know. She's terrifying, crazy scary. Kuno's not afraid of nothing. And yeah, I'm glad she's out of our hair. She's fucked up. Yeah, so if we say control you, that makes him look weak. If we say she's terrifying, that makes him look scared. Alright, I'm gonna go for the last one. I don't know if when we do one of these unlocks, the empathy, the one that our trait unlocks is always the top one. I'm gonna go for this because it doesn't make him look either scared or being controlled.
She's not fucked up. Everyone's fucked up.
God!
Stop judging shit.
Wrong move. But he's whispering still. You haven't lost him. Just don't mess up again. Or you will. There are no guarantees here.
Right, so we're going to go for the control you one, because that's still criticising her. She's trying to control you, we've got to get you out of here.
It's okay. The pig's trying to pit us against each other. Not gonna let him do that.
That's it. You let him off the line. That was a bad, manipulative thing to say. You should understand. I got you this far. I couldn't get you all the way.
So, come on, dude. There was really no clear option there.
Try to fuck my Kuno! Try to fuck my Kuno away! Me and Kuno are tight. We ride for life.
Let's try again.
You were too pushy last time. Think this through. Try to really understand the psychological bond Kuno has with Kuno S.
I have a feeling all those options would have gone wrong, just to lead to the next roll. What's her deal?
Just look. While Kuno has no problem being near you, she always hides behind the fence, afraid for her life. Like she's done something very bad.
Okay.
All in all, Kuno respects madness. You cannot hope to outdo her on that front. You must win yourself a few minutes with him alone.
Fuck you whispering about?
He's whispering too. He's going with it. But watch what happens.
Fuck you whispering about.
If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up. Don't make Kuno look bad in this.
Okay, I should have listened to that bit about him respecting madness. Kuno respects madness. Alright, yeah, I should have put that two and two together. She's terrifying.
Crazy? You
Yeah,
don't
but-
know the half of it. She's
Right.
not crazy. She's insane. Dangerous. She's smoked a man. She's done people in. Probably even pigs.
He whispers tensely, so he is scared of her.
Stop talking to him. Kuno, I'm fucking warning you. You're gonna get us into shit.
She understands what you're trying to do.
Yo, see? Did Kuno not tell ya? Kuno told ya. Kuno talks to whoever he wants.
Okay.
Talk, pig. Kuno's got it under control.
He hunches down again.
You did it. They're separated. He's even turned his back to her so she can't read his lips. Fuck. She can read lips. You should cup your mouth.
What do you mean she smokes someone? You think she has anything to do with the dead man? You said she's insane? What's that language she uses? Is she your sister? What do you mean she smokes someone?
Kuno means she killed someone. That's right. She's a killer. Like, actually a killer.
He stares at you intently.
His little green eyes are fixed on yours.
Really? Isn't she too small to overpower someone? You serious about this killing business? What if she has Kuno? That would explain things. Are you serious?
Killing is serious shit. Kuno's always serious about the 488. She's probably killed a pig too. I mean, I'm pretty sure she has.
How many then? I don't know how facetious he's being. This might just be a way, like an extended version of them mocking us, I guess. But let's bite.
Forget Kuno said that. Kuno was just shitting. Kuno was just running his mouth. Kuno's stupid like that.
Feels eyes on the back of his head and stops.
The creature peers at you both from over the fence. There is something searching in her eyes.
I think we should have said the other option there. I feel like we should always try and challenge him because he gets really defensive. That's usually the best way to get something out of him, I think. You think she has anything to do with the hanged man?
Yeah, she would have liked to fuck him up, but she didn't. Kuno wasn't around, and C was with Kuno.
Where exactly was that?
Look, Kuno's gonna put you at ease. We didn't do it.
He speaks the truth, my liege.
We've not really heard from Drama. I'm glad we put a point into that. Thank you. What's the opposite of my liege? My subject. You said she's insane.
Yeah, she's psycho. None of that kiddie psycho. Cat burning shit. She does the real deal.
And what's the real deal?
Snuff radio shit. Believe me, pig, you don't want to know.
What's this made-up language?
Fuck knows. She says it's the song of her people or some shit.
And what people's that?
Crazy people. The fucking Nakis. I don't know.
Some things are too awful to dwell on. The Nakis and Runkaris might be some kind of defense mechanism.
Is she your sister? You've both got red hair.
Fuck no, she's not my sister. She's just a stray who got in. Like a mad dog or some shit.
A stray?
Yeah, she was just there.
He points at the apartment building behind the fence.
What was that, Kuno?
The little one twists her neck looking at the building.
She was in the hallway, dripping wet, by the fucking shoe rack, in the dark.
Kuno flinches, then lowers his voice even more. The hallway there with the janitor's closet? Why was she dripping wet?
Kuno's got no fucking idea. Her hair was all wet. I think she pissed on the floor too. She was there for 3 days, in the corner, every time Kuno went out.
God, this sounds like such horrendous abuse, right? That someone's done to Kuno's. You said she got in. How?
I don't know. Someone left the door open. Kuno comes home and she's sleeping under the desk, under the pile of clothes, like a dog.
Have you got any parents?
Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit. Doesn't even see her there. Or thinks it's fucking Kuno. Shit's all on Kuno.
Kuno S, two of a kind.
Is that why she's called Kuno S? Because she's seen as your female counterpart?
Because she fucking looks like Kuno.
Yeah. But you don't know her previous name.
No one knows her name. Kuno calls her C.
How are you dealing with all this?
How's Kuno dealing? Kuno's dealing just fine. He doesn't need you fucking with any of it. C doesn't either. Kuno's got this shit under control.
He spits through the gap in his front teeth. She needs professional help. You can't do this alone. You need backup. I'm here for you. Okay, kid. I mean, they're gonna scoff at any kind of help, whether it's from us or anyone else, right? It's day 2, guys, so we've moved on to coffee from the alcohol. He's gonna scoff at both of these options. Alright, kid.
No, it's not okay. C is Kuno's go-to. Kuno's protecting her. You fuck with C. You fuck with Kuno. You threaten her. You threaten to take her away.
This is what it all comes down to. He needs you to take him seriously now.
Okay.
I'm going to kill you. I'll run when you put the cuffs on her, sneak up on you later, and fuck you up. You understand?
The boy looks you in the eyes, black pupils trying to focus. Who are you kidding, kid? You can't take down a man several times your size, you'll end up dead yourself. He needs you to take him seriously. I can respect that.
Alright, now we can do business.
He wipes the sweat off his brow. Business?
Yeah? What do you want? Kuno can hook you up with...
He starts, no longer whispering.
Oh, don't hook him up with shit, Kuno.
See? Relax. He respects the Kuno. Kuno made him respect the Kuno. You respect the Kuno, you get all kinds of shit. Kuno's gonna get you hooked on illegal narcotics if you run a little errand for the Kuno.
Oh!
Get you hooked, pig. Get his hook in you. Then Kuno gonna get you hooking for more. Cash in big style. Pig hooker.
Maybe we've bought drugs off him before.
That's right. Kuno's a candy store for pigs now. Get ready to be rewarded.
He concludes, spreading his hands like a baker presenting a selection of freshly baked pastries. Let's talk about the body again.
The fuck about it?
Do you know where the rest of his armor is?
Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor.
Why not?
Kuno's fuck gimp's got one big thing wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant.
A mutant? A scab?
Look at him. Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man.
Okay.
Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away.
He drills his temples with his fingers in some strange, aggressive gesture. What do you mean he threw it away?
Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big.
He performs a kickoff on the imaginary helmet.
Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno.
Nothing? That's not how a Scouser says nothing. It's nothing. Nothing. Alright, never mind. He's a professional voice actor. Maybe he felt the need to enunciate a bit more. Right, you threw it in the sea.
Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking monk.
Okay.
You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gate.
Who's the guy with the mustache? What are you on about? Troubadour? Oh, the poet. Tommy.
Yeah, cock and boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit. Came around pretending like he cares about cows.
Is it Tommy or Johnny? I can't even remember.
So yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows. Trying to catch a peep at Kuno's armor. Go to the gate. Ask him yourself.
Yes, this troubadour has it. You can feel it.
Did you get all the bruises on him?
Fuck are you talking about? What is this contusion shit?
He grabs his head like it's suddenly hurting.
He says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again.
The bruises, the stones you've been throwing.
Oh, did Kuno make your shit sniffing harder? Obstruction of shit sniffing. This is Kuno's kingdom. Kuno fucking rules here.
You hear the lieutenant hum.
Let's talk about something else.
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost.
More questions?
The kingdom of Kuno. The fuck do you want with it?
Do you know how his clothes got in the rubbish?
Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno.
It could be a lead, kid.
Listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small time shit. Just listen. Kuno saw what you did there, dumpster diving. Sad shit. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500 real.
You'd have to be blind not to notice the giant white letters F-A-L-N running down his trouser leg.
F-A-L-N? Wait, I asked what happened to his clothes. You must have seen them lying around. Alright, entertain me. What's so great about these pants? No, Kuno, you don't know anything about the tampering. I'm investigating. I already have pants. Maybe he'll let something slip if we ask him about the pants.
Pig, these are found modulars. Liquid fit, performance crotch, urban survival shit. Made in Mirova by scientists. Pants scientists. Believe it, you need this shit.
He unzips the jacket to give you a quick peek at the plastic wrapped pants. They're graphite black and look brand new.
These could drastically improve your chances of survival in the urban wilderness.
Really?
Coach Physical Instrument endorses these pants. They are tartan ready.
But I asked you about his clothes. Have you not seen them?
Look, Kuno ain't seen shit lying around. Except for that up there. Now you want performance gear or not, Grandpa?
I wonder if that gets blurred out in every country, or whether that was the rules that they put in, that they weren't allowed to say something prejudiced, I guess. It's one of those where, with stuff like that, I feel like this should be able to be included in works of fiction, because fiction can depict people who have prejudice or are racist or homophobic, right? Do you know what I mean? But no, it's not a big deal, is it?
The lieutenant remains silent, but his expression couldn't say, "I told you so," any louder.
What about these pants?
All right, Pico. Shit's rolling.
Don't do business with the pig, Kuno. He's gonna steal all your money, Kuno.
As you can see, Kuno and C don't trust you. Can't do business without trust.
There's more to his distrust than being a pig. He feels threatened by something obscure in you. What that is, however, remains a puzzle for now.
Alright, we found this mug in the rubbish. Do you know anything about it?
The fuck? A mug in the trash? Is this about the fucking clothes again?
Yes, does this racist mug have anything to do with it? Yes, does this adequate depiction of a South Samoan man have anything to do with it? Yes, this quaint, better not taken out of its historical context mug have anything to do with it? Actually, talking about this makes me uncomfortable. Let's back up a notch. Does this racist mug have anything to do with it?
Yeah, Kuno sees where this is going. Kuno's got that fast brain. You saying you pigs are after the mug fucker, 'cause he's the clothes fucker?
I can't hear you, Kuno. Speak louder, Kuno.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Someone's tampered with the crime scene, cleaned some of it up. It's probably us, to be honest.
Shit, that's tense.
He thinks for a
Someone's
moment.
going to the beat-down basement, huh? Mug guy gonna get tied to the radiator.
He nods in approval.
Kuno doesn't know who put that shit in there. And if he did, he wouldn't squeal. But if you find out, maybe you can...
Stop turning into a pig, Kuno. They're trying to get you hooked on the snitching. Get away from my Kuno.
Yeah, get your bacon shit away. Kuno doesn't like to be seen with the popo. Get your shit done and out of Kuno's face.
Have you ever climbed that tree ladder on the tree?
Look at that fucking shit. You're trying to get Kuno killed.
So you would say the ladder's unclimbable?
Fuck does Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking acrobat.
Yeah, I can see that.
Kuno knows the ladder is unclimbable. The lieutenant takes a quick note in his notebook.
It's a trap, Kuno. Don't climb it, Kuno.
What's in the greenhouse?
Dunno. Kiptas gardener used to work there.
Yeah, she's not actually a gardener.
The fuck does this have to do with the Kuno? Kuno doesn't give a shit who she is.
Oh, damn it. Alright, fine.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
We're only 15. He said 500. What about your shack?
The fuck do you want with it?
Alright, never mind.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom.
We need 20 to pay for the room for the night. What about your narcotics?
Kuno gets it from his dad. Kuno and his dad are major suppliers. That's where Kuno gets his lightning on.
His eyes bulge, their veins reach out like tree branches.
Problem is, Kuno and his dad had a little falling out. Now junkies clawing at Kuno's door. Streets going mad. Kuno's got to throw his dirty popo man at it.
Okay, this might lead us to the drug stuff, right? Okay.
Dirty popo man is you. In there is Kuno's violent dad on steroids. Kuno's dad does steroids and speed. If you can take him, you can have half of the speed.
Your dad's not Leatherhead.
Kuno's dad is a fucking monster. He's the most violent man in Revachol. He doesn't give a shit about a single thing. He drinks too.
Are you sure you can take on the most violent man in Revachol? In your condition?
No. How much material are we talking
Like
about?
half.
Half of
A
what?
baggie. But like in this vial.
That's not much material, kid.
Fuck you talking about half a G? This shit is giant grade A shit. So clean you can barely see it.
You can barely see it. because there's barely any.
Well, this is what's going to happen, kid.
Okay. Kuno's listening.
I'm going in there, all guns blazing, to get that speed because I need it. I'm going in there, but not for the speed. I'm going after the most violent man in Revachol. I'm going in there for justice. I'm a narc, Kuno. I'm going to confiscate that crap. I'm going in there for justice. I'm a narc, Kuno. I'm going to confiscate that crap. Lie, you need the speed. I'm not going in there. It's weird with... I don't know if we're gonna... I don't know how compelled I feel to get our Henry... I'm gonna just call him Henry for a bit. If we're gonna get our Henry to do the drugs again. I don't think our character build really suits it with our low physique stuff, right? But it does have a gameplay thing, right? It's more to do with raising bits of our health and morale, right? The speed. I don't think I need to get involved, but we might get information to do with the drug trade. That's going to annoy him. I don't know. I'm not going in there. That's kind of what I feel like I've got to say. It feels like a setup just so we can get beat up by his dad, right? Right. So it doesn't really matter what our motivation is for going in there. I'm going in there for justice.
Yeah. Confiscate it for Kuno, and you can have half. Just get in the apartment building. Kuno knows you already fucked your way in. Kuno knows everything.
He aggressively points at his eyes.
Go to room 12, first floor, and kick down the door. Police violence style. Kuno style. And then it's action time. You're locked in the room with violent fuckheads.
Wait, he didn't say it was his dad, did he? No, he did say it's his dad.
That's it. Next time Kuno sees you, you better have his shit.
What the hell are you signing us up for here?
Yeah, come on, Kim.
Okay then.
He concedes. I would like to buy those pants. But we're off.
Kuno doesn't fucking...
Alright. Okay. Split a kilo with Kuno. Buy the farm pants. FALN pants. Find the rest of the armor. The jolly mask. You put the clothes in the trash. Okay, so we've got a bunch of quests to do now. We should probably take the body down though. I feel like we should just investigate this about the armor first, actually. Yeah, just because it might inform this somehow. I feel like they're talking about Tommy when they said the poet with the mustache. He's a poet and he has a mustache, right?
In the morning light, the white on blue police livery on the motor carriage cannot but catch your eye.
Wait, why am I even thinking about this? Wasn't I supposed
Do something
to...
important? Something murder-related? There's always something important. Doesn't mean you can't take a moment to admire this piece of machinery.
So you guys told me just to opt in on the thoughts because it doesn't really have any consequences. Just opting in, it gives us the thought. So it's a shame I've maybe missed out on 2, but I'll just opt in on all of them from now on because it's just going to result in possible stat bonuses.
Even at a standstill, the unibody Caprice Kanema looks sleek and dynamic. The cabin is tilted frontward to give it a more aggressive, hunched look. Someone has waxed it recently.
That machine really puts the loco back in locomotion. I don't like your machine, Lieutenant. Looks impractical. Another motor carriage, one of many. Yeah, very cool.
Mm-hmm. You want to take a closer look?
The lieutenant smiles ever so slightly. What's it packing?
130.
I reckon that's a 7-liter V12 there.
7-litre V12?
7.2. Supercharged.
The lieutenant is trying to suppress a smug smile unsuccessfully.
Saying these words brings him immense joy.
Fire machine.
Yes. An extraordinary machine.
There's gentleness in the lieutenant's voice as his eyes run over the vehicle's contours. Let's move. So, do we not get... Alright, sorry guys. I had a bit of an upset stomach, so I had to stop playing. So, I've just come back. I'm not in character with my outfit, but I feel a bit unwell, so maybe that is quite in character. So, we needed to talk to a poet with a mustache, which I believe is Tommy here. Tommy, Johnny. I think it's Tommy. And a Tomo.
Still here, stuck in this damn jam, my man. What's up?
Oh, it's no new dialogue. Maybe it's in here. What about the dead man?
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that.
Yes.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff.
Oh. He doesn't know anything about the armor.
The man taps his fingers.
It's gonna be it's gonna be the other guy. What was his name? Did he have a name? Yeah, this guy. Yeah, he looks. That hat makes him look more like a poet.
Hold on,
And
wondering man. How can I
Call me
help
man. Call me mamana. Kala. Call me Kala. Call me Manana. Okay. Kuno said you knew about the armor, mate.
you? The little boy had the good on his promise.
His promise?
To get me into trouble. To sick the pigs on me.
Okay.
Pardon the choice of words. Not mine.
What happened?
I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official Union probe, you know. Track it down, see who took it.
Okay.
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know?
Yeah, fair enough.
So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere, the cops in his pocket, and he's the king of Jamrock.
Typical Kuno.
Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes.
So Kuno used us to what? Scare you? The probe into the armor. What did you learn? Yeah, what did you learn?
I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk Union man about some armor.
Okay.
What else?
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part.
So Kuno used us to scare you?
It's a minor nuisance. It's all good.
He contemplates taking a swig from his flask. So what sort of technical stuff did you learn about the armor?
I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off.
He explains with a wry smile.
How does it come off?
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw. Too hard to remove.
Too hard to remove, okay.
So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia.
Okay. 2 parts missing. Hold up, 4 pieces. Helmet, cuirass, gauntlets, boots. What about the leggings? I'm going to find 1 piece of it, 1 is enough. I'm ambitious, I'm going to find all of it, all the pieces. Actually, I may have better things to do. What about the leggings?
Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. Forget about them. I did.
Gives you a jolly shrug. I think that means he found them and sold them. Yeah, let's find them all, why not?
All of it?
Yes.
There are junior officers out there, eager to prove themselves. I would leave some for them, and I would leave the boots to processing, but okay. Let's find all of it.
Alright, Kimmy.
And Mesqui's epic then, all across Martinez. I hope it will be a real bonanza for you.
Glances south, where the canal runs.
No problem. If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way.
Okay.
He is sincerely grateful he is not tracking down pieces of armor right now.
Okay. Good talking to you, Mañana. Right, let's go and relay that information to Kuno. It doesn't tell us how to get the boots off, so... we need to go and get the body down, I believe. And we've got a quest. That feels like a collectathon, right? Find all the armor pieces. This might take a while, like a long while. Get the boots off the victim's feet. Oh. Where's the rest of the armor? He lied. Kuno says what he wants. Kuno can lie to pigs if he wants.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Talk to Mañana about the armor.
So?
So? He raises his eyebrows, projecting aggressive indifference.
You should thank him.
Huh. Nothing, the tip really paid off. Good job, Kuno. He told me you promised to stick the pigs on him. He said to thank you. Wasn't too keen on chasing that armor down anyway. He said you're now the king of the entire of Shamrock. He said to thank you. That sounds like we're thanking him. He said thank you.
Fuck, okay. Kuno's a giver like that, yes?
He looks slightly confused.
Kuno sent your fat ass running around like jello.
I'll do one, will you?
Look, pig. Kuno sent you to rough some people up. Kuno played you. That happened. Now you and Kuno should move on.
Good idea.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's what Kuno said. Don't be saying what Kuno said back to Kuno. Get the fuck out of here, Patterson Kuno. After this shit, you better have something real interesting to say if you want to stay in Kuno's face.
Yeah, real interesting.
Kuno doesn't fuck.
Alright. Alright.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and white boots. His skin is marbled with decaying veins and blotched by lividity.
I
On
wonder...
his chest, a fading web of tattoos. The cargo belt used to hang him from the tree looks reinforced.
I know we saw a clash sheet on the smoking on the roof, right? I wonder how you get up there, because that means she might have seen something while she was up there, or someone else might have seen something while they were up there, because you have a view. Okay, let's try and get him down.
The steel reinforced belt presents a unique challenge.
Nice.
I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt.
Oh. What? I just stand on your shoulders, Kimmy.
The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting it.
That's not that far up.
An acrobatic maneuver would solve this situation. Nothing can go wrong with a good maneuver.
Yes, savoir-faire. Can't someone else do it? We could bring a motor carriage over, cut the belt from the roof. We could saw the branch. Seems like a lot of hassle, let's not do it. Maybe we could shoot him down. Maybe we can ask for help from the harbour. I don't like that. I'm out of ideas. Let's have another look at him. Yeah, we could cut the branch off.
Climb up there and saw the branch?
Yes, savoir-faire said so.
It seems unclimbable, cause the ladder is treacherously rotten. But you could use your hands and feet to reach around the tree, then hang from the branch.
I could do it. It's well within my skills.
Honestly, I prefer a non-acrobatic solution to this.
He looks around, then at you. Why?
Clown cops climb tree, fall down. Enraged cop assaults children after falling from tree.
Dude, I'm very acrobatic.
Cretin cop, they like that word, saws the branch he's sitting on, literally. Local children report corpse mutilation.
Alright.
Fuck yeah, climb that shit, monkeys.
See, you're only making them do those things less.
Can you see into the future, Kim? I'm not afraid of newspapers. We shouldn't be. So we're gonna just let those kids bully us into not doing our work. You're right. The risks are too high, and there are too many. I don't think there are too many risks. So we're gonna let these kids just chat on.
What I'm proposing is, we save acrobatic tricks as a last resort, after we've tried everything else.
Oh, these have got to be the most fucking boring mulka parts I've ever seen.
I don't know whether it's just because I have like northern bias and I hate and southern accents will annoy me more than northern ones, but I find Kuno S's accent way more annoying than Kuno's. But I guess I've been around a lot more Scousers than I have Cockneys. Could bring your car on, mate. Just climb on the roof.
I have thought of that.
You
yes.
won't like this,
But the tire tracks would compromise the scene. Any prints would become illegible. That's if we get it through the hole in the fence. Also, my MC has a sloped roof. It's a sports model. The roof is slippery. An all-around bad platform to stand on.
You just don't want to damage it.
He could come up with at least 4 more reasons why not to trample on the roof of his sports model motor carriage.
Could your attachment to your sports model motor carriage be clouding your judgment? How about I take you piggyback? Yeah, I think that would be a great idea.
How about I take you piggyback?
For a moment's silence, he raises his eyebrow.
The fuck are these pigs talking about?
Shut up,
Your
Kuno.
uncle something. Oh, it's fucking boring, Kuno. Wish they'd fuck already.
Lieutenant, you sure you could carry my weight? Lieutenant, you meant it rhetorically, right? You're criticizing my idea? Let's do it. I'll take you sincerely.
I wasn't actually implying I would.
Damn it!
I meant it's a bad idea.
Yes, I know. I was just being facetious.
It's a fucking hilarious idea.
Shut
In
up.
silence, the lieutenant gives you a meaningful glance, as if to say, case in point.
Have we got anyone else who could help?
Someone else? You mean like the police?
I mean, like, someone less important than us.
Someone like a paid garbage man? Or a cleaning crew? I have bad news for you. That is a detective. I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern here. We need to get him down, fast.
I don't want to ask for help. We should try and keep it within us. That's just not an option, saying not to do it. But shoot him down. Maybe we could shoot him down.
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
The enthusiasm is unrestrained.
How?
I don't know, just, you know, shoot up there. Point towards the branch. Just shoot the belt. The bullet will break it. What would be more brittle? I mean, what kind of belt is it being held up by? The branch looks pretty thick, so just shoot the belt. It's quite thin.
It absolutely will not, officer. That's not how physics work. It will maybe cut one thread loose.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain a Kuno with some shit.
They'll miss! The pigs will miss Kuno.
The lieutenant is undecided. On one hand, he wants to shoot some gun.
Oh.
On the other, it's an awfully stupid idea.
He wants to shoot some gun. Take the shot, Lieutenant. What's the worst thing that could happen? Actually, don't. It's a bad idea. It has bad idea written all over it. Wait. Let me try. Say nothing. Let him choose. I don't know how. Maybe it's better not to. I mean, if we let him do it, it might work. Let me try. He's not going to give us a gun, is he? It is an awfully stupid idea. Let's let him decide.
Silence. With his elbow sharp, the lieutenant unzips his jacket
Oh,
and
Kimmy.
produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks, securing it in place. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
Ballast position. Let's let him do what he wants.
He's gonna fucking miss!
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
Fair enough.
a lot of things were wrong with that shot. The fellow's test was the wrong choice. His shoulders were raised, but above all, he cannot trust his eyesight.
Fair enough.
He feels bad about it, about his eyes mostly, just having bad eyesight, probably from a young age. Whatever you do, do
Yeah.
not console him.
I won't.
Fucking idiot!
Shut
Kuno could
up.
have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
Yeah, so don't console him. What now?
I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance.
You know, you don't feel like too bad of a shot yourself.
Can I have a try?
It's bad as it is. Us shooting firearms like punks.
He pauses, then shrugs and proceeds to load the pistolet.
Go ahead. I'm not stopping you. Just don't lose it.
The pistol shines in his outstretched hand.
They only have one gun!
This is the sorriest pair of pigs Kuno's ever seen.
Take the gun.
Take it, you fucking banana pointer! Take it and shoot yourself in the mouth!
Let's just feel the weight.
The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light. Your fingers fit right through the guard, instinctively resting on the trigger. You've held this, a P9 armistice, before. At some point it probably used to be your choice of firearm. It still feels comfortable, like you never laid it down.
The fuck are you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the mouth!
Point the gun at the belt.
The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and your left hand supporting your gun arm.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss.
This isn't mere boundary pushing. There is a true suicidal rage in the kid as she's provoking you.
Oh, 42. Now, one of you told me I can put a point into stuff during dialogue menus. Point the gun at Kuno S. Quite tempted by that. Let's try and focus first. See
Your
if it
field
improves.
of view narrows. The branch slowly moves, becoming entirely two-dimensional. The metal buckle glimmers, slick with the falling rain. The corpse slowly rotates.
Look, he's crying. You gonna cry now, fucking faggoty?
Shut
Or
up.
what? You gonna fuck me? You wanna fuck me, pig? Is that what this is about?
Could we put? I don't want to point the gun and then we accidentally shoot her, and that's going to piss off Kuno, right? So got 42 because we've got a 4 in hand-eye coordination, so we need an extra 8. We need 8 to hit. So if we put another point in, then we'll have 5 hand-eye coordination and we'll need a 7. So we could put a point into hand-eye. Feels like a little bit of a waste, but this is a red check. I guess that's what we should do then, right? If we really want to hit this. What's this worth now? 58. Come on, guys. Cross your fingers. I'm not going to point the gun at Kuno even though I want to, just in case something goes wrong and it might upset Kuno because he said not to bother her. Come on! No! I put a point in there.
A plume of smoke erupts from the barrel. Your hand goes numb from the
Oh, we were
explosion.
one off.
With your ears still ringing, you lower the weapon to see what happened. You missed the belt, but hit the corpse straight in the chest. Bits of ribcage
The
protrude from
rib
the skin.
cage?
No blood, only a murky sludge dripping down his belly. The sudden stink makes your eyes water.
There's a point blank range and you hit him in the chest.
Oh my god, he's gonna fucking cry. I knew it.
Ask
Shut
for another
up.
shot. You'll get it with the next one. The goddamn light reflected off some window. Surely.
I need another shot, dude.
The cadaver is already compromised bad enough. We don't have to make it worse.
It came out wrong. You made it sound like you're some sort of roulette addict looking for a fix. Ask again. More control this time.
Please, Kim.
There is silence.
Vitupa wants to fuck up again bad.
Start crying. Please.
The cadaver is already
Yes.
It came out wrong. You feels like shit, man. How did this happen? Hit him straight in the chest. How horrible. You're so sorry.
There's something wrong with this gun, dude.
The armistice is sufficiently precise, officer, especially at close range.
Takes his sidearm from you and holsters
It's
it.
not the gun's fault you can't shoot. It's your pig hands.
Pigs don't have hands. They have like
I'm
fucking.
Getting really
hooves
tired
or
of these two, man.
Kuno has hands. Kuno can shoot that shit down for you.
Lieutenant, we should entrust Kuno with your service weapon. No.
That's preposterous. What are you, a fucking earl?
We still need to get him down somehow.
His tone is growing tired. The stench makes him turn away from the corpse. How?
The bad way. The way I didn't want us to. By asking the harbor for help.
Ugh.
They have the tools and the men. If they put him up there, they can take him down too.
It's going to be dangerous,
To ask
though.
the suspect for help with the victim's body? To be indebted to Revachol? Very much, yes. Which is why I would have preferred us to handle this ourselves.
If we find our own gun, we can try again,
Clearly
right?
we can't.
Suck my dick, bitches.
We know why it's bad to be in debt to this guy. He's a mob, essentially a mobster. How do we get in, though?
From the gate. By negotiating or fighting. Or we can try the secret route we found. Where your cloak is. It looked doable.
Secret path, secret path, secret path.
Let's get going. That sucks. Oh, damn it. Nah, I could have spent that point on Half-Light to go and talk to the racist truck lorry driver, right? Damn it. I'm really annoyed about that because I put a point in. It was only ever a 50-50 though. I don't have any clothes that boost hand-eye coordination, right? Nope. Oh, they give interfacing. I thought that might have been. Right, we've got our savoir-faire up quite a bit, so let's go and try and do this jump. We're not going to die, so let's head up there again and try and get our cloak back at least. Oh man, that's such a shame. that we can't get the body down. I feel like this is a little silly because it's not even that high up, right? I feel like, you know, 1.2 meters up isn't really that high, right? Is it not? No, it's really
Tarpaulin
not.
cloak with possible RCM markings is still caught on the railing.
A 58? It's pretty much the exact same as before, right? If I lose two 50-50s in a row, that's nonsense. Hey, no way.
As you leap in the air, a chilly breeze engulfs you, sharpening your senses.
Close your eyes, let your senses take in the world around you. Continue the voyage through the salty air. Continue the voyage.
As the concrete floor welcomes you, you realize it's been a while since you felt so alive, alert, capable. Must be the adrenaline.
I knew you could do it. My climbing down might not have been as disco as your jump, but at least we can explore the harbor now.
With your feet firmly planted on the concrete, the noise of the harbor rushes back in.
BEA beautiful. Right. Give me that. Esprit de corps and shivers. I think we should get that on then. Conceptualization, I don't really care. I think this will look pretty badass. I like it. Even though it really doesn't go with this horrible shirt. But that's only positives that adds. We need some better gloves, man. Electrochemistry. I really like having better interfacing though. Do we need to unlock this? Oh, sorry. I don't know where this goes. Where the hell are we? The radio's emitting strange buzzing sounds. A giant arse print on the pillow and a pattern of coffee rings on the armrest. Someone is habitually chilling next to the radio. Got a book with a star of David. Is it a Star of David? Or a pentagram? It's a pentagram. Someone left the coffee machine on. The dark liquid in the pot looks almost sentient. A standard office file cabinet, the drawers seem to be locked.
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
Let's see what's inside, he thinks.
Let's take a look.
The drawer opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of
Nice.
brown folders.
Let's have a goose.
Hundreds of documents containing logistical data. Two kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmara, and the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol. Kuron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold.
Anything on the drugs?
It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry.
Alright, let's give it a shot.
Whatever's hidden here is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics would be able to really make sense of it. However, there is a little handwritten note stuck on the side of the drawer.
Let's look at the
It
note.
appears to be a to-do list written in large, uneven capital letters. Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everart's plants, sweep office floor, more banners. All items on the list have been crossed out and the note itself is crumpled.
Look, Kim, a to-do note with a list of errands for Everard.
Everard Clare, probably. The head of the Debarders Union. One of his aides must have left it. Nothing incriminating here.
Let's have another look.
Remember, Leo, Everard's shoes. All items on the list have been crossed out, and the drawer slides shut smoothly.
That didn't really get us anything, did it? This is a Dewey typewriter. The model name is on the back. Every worker equals member of the board is written on top of the flyers. What have we got here? A postcard. That's worth quite a bit of money. Have a look in the bathroom. Oh. Neat office shades. I don't like the reduction to drama though. Excellent. Let's pick up this book. Book La Fumée, Volume 1, Number 4. What are we doing for time? I might read this book as the last thing we do for this episode. This laminated postcard offers a glimpse across the river. A little more than a decade after the war, the eastern bank is already fully renovated. The hillsides are lush with gardens and residences. Someone's parked a small bridge airship by the fountain. This postcard will sell for a pretty penny. Lieutenant Kitsuragi snapped this photo of the hangman's tattoos. It displays an intricate web of blue lines stretching across his torso. You have to admit it looks quite cool. Ah, I should have inspected this.
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso of the hanged man.
Oh wait, did
from
we already
the right
listen to
shoulder
this?
to the solar plexus. Each time the lines intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. The pattern still kind of has an ethnic feel to it, but nothing familiar.
Who are you?
Gone.
What's the meaning of this
For
tattoo?
you to discover. You've gotten as far as you will without assistance. Someone close to the victim might know.
Someone close to the victim, okay. Okay, La Fumée. The leading intellectual organ of Martinet's communism offers a radical Mazovian perspective on a range of contemporary issues. The cover features a stylized portrait of the late King Frisell with a pair of white antlers growing out of his head. Not a fan then. Let's read this.
The front of this quarterly journal features a large satirical portrait of the late King Frisell. From the sides of his head, a pair of white antlers spread to the corners of the cover.
Why Frisell?
Because Frisell was incompetent, foolish, and cruel. In short, the embodiment of everything the communards wished to overthrow. It's satire, you see.
Okay. Flip through the pages.
To your disappointment, there aren't any full-color pictures to direct your attention. Just column after column of closely set text, interrupted occasionally by little doodles in black and white. No advertisements, you notice. So who's funding this radical commentary?
Good point.
After rifling the pages with your thumb several times, you return to the table of contents. The magazine is divided into several sections. International developments, Kunst und Kultur, and local concerns. Just inside the cover, there's also an editor's note.
Okay, let's check the editor's note.
Comrade, as you know, this journal takes its name from Mazov's immortal expression, Du cristal à la fumée. This was his way of describing the way the rigid, crystalline structures of capitalist ideology turn to smoke under communism.
Yes.
But, like the structures of capitalist ideology, we too are at risk of going à la fumée, unlike many publications which are content to spoon-feed their readers reassuring drivel. La Fumée is committed to telling the radical truth, even when that truth may drive away potential subscribers.
I don't know about you guys, but this phrase, this here, radical truth, I feel like that is a bit of a contradiction. I don't feel like the truth is ever particularly radical. Personally, I always feel like the truth will always be a comfort in a way, rather than it being radical. And I don't know, communism, far left communism creates just as many problems as an overly capitalist structure. You need to have a marryment of the concepts, in my opinion, to create a balanced society. I don't think going either way is a particularly good idea. I mean, like, for example, like, I believe that there should be a more socialist control on the food infrastructure in a country. I believe the government should have more influence on the food trade. It shouldn't be a free market, because you end up kind of poisoning your populace in a way. Lots of unhealthy food becomes incredibly cheap. Why would people buy fresh food when they can buy stuff that's the same price? Like buying like biscuits or fizzy drinks, soda, whatever you call it. All that kind of stuff that is very, very cheap, but is not good for you in any way, shape, or form. And that stuff, if you had a more pragmatic government kind of run food sale infrastructure, I always feel like that would be better. But that's what I mean. You can't just have it all one and all the other.
Perhaps they've overestimated the market demand for this kind of commentary.
Yeah, I agree.
So please, if you value our radical Mazovian perspective on contemporary politics, culture, and international affairs, please consider subscribing today. Yours in struggle, the editors.
Let's play it cool.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
What about international developments?
This section includes a long, tedious critique of the latest round of free trade negotiations between the EPIS nations and the Free State of Semenine. You also skip over an article about heavy fuel oil smuggling along the Messina border, something about bear wrestling in Samara, book riots in Yugograd. Face it, you really aren't interested in foreign affairs. You're not even sure where most of these countries are. You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
Kunst und Kultur.
It takes a moment, but gradually it dawns on you that Kunst und Kultur must mean arts and culture. As you leaf through this section, you come across several reviews of recent radio plays, as well as a brief artist spotlight featuring a local artist identified only as CS.
CS.
The main feature, though, is a long essay titled Tip Top Tournée, a critical Mazovian perspective.
Let's check this profile of CS out.
This so-called artist spotlight is really just a brief Q&A, made all the briefer by the subject's evident hostility to the interviewer.
And what is this tip-top tourney?
The actual article is surprisingly light on details, but after skimming a page or two, you gather that it has something to do with motor carriage racing.
Kimmy might be interested in this.
If you don't follow it, you only ever hear about the ludicrous sponsorships and obscene death toll.
All right, let's see what the communists have to say about Tip Top.
You think you're settling in for a relaxing recap of the most recent season, maybe sprinkled with some nice anecdotes about a few of the more colourful drivers. Instead, you find yourself skimming a 10,000-word feature about all the politically problematic aspects of Tip Top Tournée.
And what's wrong with it?
Where to even start? For one, there's the crass commercialism of its sponsorships, and then there's the practically criminal emphasis on deadly motor crashes.
That's human nature, though. Sponsorships are a necessary evil, right?
Under capitalism, the article says, every pursuit has its price. Every pleasure, even one as elemental as the joy of racing others around a track, is reduced to an advertising opportunity.
No, it's not reduced, because it enables them to fund the maintenance of the car, right? Everything has a cost.
Thus, the so-called tournée becomes a competition between increasingly meaningless brand signifiers.
No, it
Your
doesn't.
discount laundry detergent racing against a pack of Astra cigarettes, or even a fritter.
That's such nonsense, man.
And that precisely is what's problematic about it. Were it not for the promise of random, spectacular violence, audiences would quickly lose interest.
No, they wouldn't, man. People who are interested in racing and motor engineering, like, love all kinds of aspects of racing. It's not just about the crashes. Like, sure, a casual fan will probably be interested in the crashes. Do you know what I mean? And because they're dramatic and they're scary, that taps into human emotion. This is such bollocks.
At the end of the day, it's the destruction of these 750,000 real races that you're really watching for.
No, I'm watching for the racing, you.
Sure, you think that, but subconsciously,
No.
it's the visions of
No, it's
brand
not.
names being engulfed in flames that you crave.
God, this is such nonsense.
That's because you haven't been reading critically.
Shut
But
up.
don't worry. The whole point of these sorts of articles is to let someone else read critically for you.
Kim, this article says no one really watches Tip Top Tourney for the races, but I bet Kimmy does.
Ah, come on. Can this article read your mind?
No, it can't.
Well, there you have it. No reason to get hung up on the pretentious
Exactly.
ramblings of a few young men.
Exactly, Kimmy.
If I had to wager, I'd say they've never even seen
This.
the inside of a motor, much less a motor race. I take whatever they write with a large grain of salt.
People interested in violence, they'll watch people in a fight. Do you know what I mean? They'll watch MMA or watch your boxing or whatever, or watch Muay Thai.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
All right, local concerns.
Unsurprisingly, much of this section is taken up with articles declaring unqualified support for the dockworkers' strike.
Yes.
You skim the headlines. Paint the harbour red and white. Martinez tames the wild pines. A city in revolt. First we take Martinez, then we take La Delta.
Yes.
Finally, there's a brief article by the writer, G. Martin, accusing the owner of the Capeside apartments of illegally attempting to evict certain communist tenants simply for not having paid
Oh,
their rent.
simply for not paying their rent. Damn communists should have killed a lot of them when they had the chance. I'm tempted to just say this. If it weren't for the wild pines, all those moochers would be out of a job. Charging rent just to live somewhere is pretty outrageous. Wouldn't it be better for everyone if labour and capital could reach some sort of reasonable accommodation? Why should I care? This doesn't have anything to do with me. Yeah. Wouldn't it just be better if they came to a compromise?
According to these editorials, there can be no accommodation with the forces of international capital or their mucilaginous allies in the coalition. Why do communists love puerile insults?
Yeah.
And they wonder why they're always being left out in the cold.
Exactly, empathy.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
Put this nonsense away. God. I will be selling this book. Right, let's leave the episode there, guys. That was interesting. Right, so we failed with the gun stuff, but we managed to hop over. We grabbed our cloak and we've got our way into the harbour. I would really like to talk to Joyce. I would really like to talk to Joyce if we can get information on the drugs in the harbour, but we're going to have to force Tommy to tell us unless we put another point into Shivers to talk to the racist truck driver. So the next level up, I'm hoping we'll do that and then we can get the information out of him. We need another 50 XP to do that. So we'll leave it there. I hope you enjoyed this one. Leave me a like on the video if you did. Just remember, everybody, never trust and uncrate. I'll see you back in Revachol.